Good night, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Xtreme Truth Sex Talks. I'm your host, Jimmy Bones, formerly known as James. We got my man's Icon in the house.
Yo, what's up? This is Xtreme Truth Podcast, and this is Sex Talk, baby.
We got my other man's DJ Just D.
What up? Let's get it going.
This is the energy man right here. He gets it crazy. And we got my man's legend, Damian Simmons.
What's long? What's going on out there? Is that original and official one? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
We can definitely hear you.
Good. Can you see me?
We can definitely see you.
Kinda, right? Oh
Yeah, we
yeah.
can see
So tonight, right? Okay, there we go. Yeah, my connection was there. Yeah, we're getting back to the basics tonight. So you already see I came dressed. So let's talk. And trust me, I'll come out this before the show's over. So hell yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. And let's get to what we're gonna get to.
Definitely. Now, before we get started, apparently some controversy happened last week because I made a slight comment. All I know is that I talked about how I live in the suburbs now, and I got a colonic for the first time. Everybody made fun of me, and then I don't know why, but I pissed off half the female demographic. Are any of the females that were here last week here tonight? I'm trying to see. I see one. Okay, I see one. I don't know if she's willing to come on. Can you tell me what I said that was so offensive? Does she have her mic?
Whoa.
She might not have her mic on. All right, so fellas, y'all were on there. What did I say that was so offensive?
Well, let me tell you what you said, Jimmy. We just gonna get to the situation. All right. See, first of all, we'll talk about colonics and things in your asshole, and then all of a sudden you flipped it around and said, which shocked the shit out of all of us. Was like, yeah, like black women not taking anal, and that's why men be going towards Spanish or white women because they take anal more than blacks. So I was, you just jumped out the window, basically.
I didn't say all. I said some. And by some, I mean the majority. What was so wrong about what I said?
I mean,
well, I honestly, dude, I can't even call it on that one, bro. Because my mouth just hit the floor when you started going in. So
okay.
I didn't go in. I made an honest statement. I mean, from talking to a lot of black women, I've been a lot of black women in my life, and that's their first thing. I ain't doing that. You might marry me before I do that. Granted, personally, I don't care. I think it's overrated, to be honest with you. But most of the time, a lot of black women are like, I ain't doing that. But if you get some white girls, you get some Spanish girls, it's all money. I mean, do y'all disagree? Was I wrong with my statement?
Okay, so people, right? All right, so last week I was filming on location. So my thing freezes. Last thing Jimmy Bones was talking about, you know what I'm saying, was colonics. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I come back, they're talking about anal. Somebody asked me if I ever had anal sex with a woman. I'm like, how the hell did we get to this conversation? So I remember that. We talked about a couple of things. Icon, you're in a little hot water too.
Oh.
Yeah, you got somebody kind of riled up last week too, so it's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I got somebody riled up. I don't even think they on though.
no, they on. They on.
They on?
Yeah, they
Oh, woo!
Body, but
They
they're definitely.
on.
I appreciate them being here.
They on.
Right.
Well,
yeah, like face so damn sharp right now. You should have a mask on.
nah, yeah, no. I want them to see all the teeth, baby, because I'm smiling. You know what I'm saying?
That person is definitely on.
Then I was told that because I'm the loud one, I might be the most non-freakiest one out the group.
Woo!
that's what was told. And you know what? I like that because here at Extreme Truth, anybody that know me off of Extreme Truth, they know that my personality could be very just chilled and laid back. So I'm glad that this personality, and only thing different is I'm just turning my volume up. That's all I'm doing. I'm glad to see that and making the people think a little bit different. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun because it be those who you think that's not that freaky. All of a sudden you realize, why is this ton is in your ass? You just never know.
Wait, what? We're gonna get to that a little bit later. That's some other weird shit. Now, before we get started, just a couple of rules. One thing, if we make a comment, please feel free to comment in the chat, or you can press the hand raise button if you have a question or a comment. We want user participation, so if you agree, disagree, or have some kind of feeling about what we say, feel free to raise your hand or put it in the chat, and I promise you we're going to respond to you. So we already got a response from Dro. What does not yet LOL mean?
Huh?
Yeah, I seen that too. Not yet.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, what you have, and I'm just being respectful because you're on Sex Talk. So, does that mean that not yet you haven't? Oh, what that was an accident. Oh, okay.
But that was that. So you just accidentally said not yet? Okay.
Because it was. I like, hey, we was talking about anal, and she said not yet. Yeah.
It wasn't towards anyone.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's about to try it right now?
That must be a group message.
All
said
right.
No, it wasn't a group message. That's not what I said. I said accidental, as in it wasn't meant for you to hear what I said. That was not a group message.
Oh, okay. All right.
We got you.
All right. So let's get into our first topic this week. This is something that was addressed a little bit last week by someone that may or may not be here this week. Swingers parties. That's something that you don't necessarily hear about Black people going to. Who here has actually been to one?
Okay, well, I mean, I haven't been.
If I had a third hand, I'll raise that too.
Oh, that mean you've been to a swingers party?
Mm-hmm. Negro, I've been to a couple swingers parties. Yes.
Nice.
What was that like?
Very, very interesting, my friends. Very interesting.
That's cool. We need some details, brother.
Right, bro. It's sex talk. You never want to get it out. You ain't gonna bullshit your way. I told you to be ready tonight. Goddamn it! Oh no, bring it, bro.
First of all, now the first one I went through, I ain't participate. Second one, I ain't participate. Third one was close encounter of the third kind. So I ain't trying to think about it.
So you just sat there and watched the whole time?
Oh yeah.
You ain't getting involved at all.
First of all, no, I got involved after the party, but it was just like, all right, because the girl I was with wanted to go. So I said, all right, cool. I'm not even, I was just making sure, just look at it and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And basically, I was like, all right, what up? And like, it's something to get out your system.
So you were just being a voyeur. You were just sitting there watching.
Yeah,
taking mental notes.
Not taking no damn notes.
Icon, you been to one?
No, what? I haven't been to a straight swingers party, but I've been to a few sex dungeons.
Explain that.
Okay, so sex dungeon is swingers is when you come with a couple, whatever, and y'all go in and may do things together or with other people. A sex dungeon is you could go by yourself, or you could go with couples, or you could come with a group of people. And one of them, it used to be in Montclair, New Jersey, believe it or not, till they shut it down. But it used to come into this big open space room, and it'd be all types of different whips and toys and everything. And people come in with their own briefcases of their own specialty toys. So one incident, I was, and you can have wine and everything. So I used to like to go there, chill with some people, have a glass of wine, and just look at some nice fucking, or some nice. You see all types of interesting shit. Bondage and whips. One time, it was this couple. They both came in. Um, white couple looking like white people, young, but they looked like they had like careers by just the suits and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and you know they had their suitcase and everything. They opened up the suitcase, all these gadgets came out. Seconds before I knew it, this girl is like in a crucifixion position, legs spread it out with the poles locked in, so her legs is permanently spread it out with the she's just like this, and they sticking stuff up in her. She got to hold it. It was very interesting to see. Just
Mm.
yeah. So people walking in with like all types of piercings. One dude had 9 piercings in his dick, just walking around.
Yeah, I'm good. Wait, okay. I already know the answer to this. But what race was he?
Wait, hold up. You counted?
Nah.
You guessed?
No. Well, no. He happened to be talking to one of my homegirls who rode with me, and cause she was like, "What the fuck, dude?" You know what I'm saying? And
the fuck? You ain't pay your light bill?
Word, right? Nah.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. So anyway, move right along. We'll still keep the bitch going no matter what. It's nonstop. So anyway, he was saying that it was non-piercings, and she was asking how can you have sex. It was just one of those things. You'll get to see any types of shit, and you could just walk up to a chick, be like, okay, how did you sew both of your nipples together? Type shit. You never know.
So when you went to sex dungeon, did you participate?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
It was very interesting at the time. I was in a relationship, and the woman that I was with at the time, she didn't want to go because she just felt that she couldn't hold her laughter. So I just went by myself with a couple of people that I know. But it was cool though.
Okay, legend Damian Simmons. Have you been to a swingers party?
I think I unofficially threw some a few times. Yeah, I did.
A few have been thrown at your house.
Right. You remember I used to be in a relationship with somebody who was kind of down with those type of things, and we was in a long relationship. So you'd have people over. I mean, it wasn't swingers to the point like they're like strangers. We knew them. You know what I mean? I don't know if the typical swinger party, you have to know somebody. I'm sure that shit's like, it's not put out on Craigslist. I wouldn't like be actually thinking about that, but no, the couples came over. Some of them wouldn't be couples, but they'd be together, so everything equaled out. Things happen. Now, I've always wanted to see what a professional one is like, or whatever the case is. Always wanted to peek my head in one. But that hasn't happened yet. But as far as having my own, yeah, like I said, tonight's the old me. So talking about the old me, yeah, there was a lot of shit going on.
Oh, we talking about the old us?
Old us. Old us, new us, it don't matter.
Hey.
We're definitely talking about the old us. We talking classic right now. Shit, I'm going back tonight. One night only.
All right, Dro, I think you have your hand up. I don't know if you're trying to make a question, trying to ask a question, make a comment. Is it a mistake? What is it?
No, you said raise your hand if you ever been to us. I raised my hand.
Ooh. Okay. What was that like for you?
Well, I still go. I actually just went to one Saturday.
Oh, wow. What state?
I'm in New Jersey. I've been in the lifestyle for almost 3 years.
Oh, wow. So how did you
been
go?
to, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've been to clubs, private parties, and one mansion. There is actually a club in Queens called Caligula. I don't know if anybody ever heard it before. It's actually nice.
Is Fantasy Island still going?
I'm not sure. I think they closed, but I know Saints and Sinners in Atlantic City is still open, I think.
Yeah. You got Saints and Sinners. You got what's the one in Philly?
The one in Philly. Well, there's one actually close to Hershey called TJ's, where they have like a Roman hot tub, where it's like nice. It's like it's for like 19 people, and they have 18 rooms. and they actually feed you. So you have a ticket, you come in, they give you a whole food buffet, have a dance party. Well, not a dance party, like a whole club scene, whatever. But it's like close to Hershey Park, period. It's actually worth it because like that hot tub is everything.
Is it?
There's no hose. I'm telling you, there's no hose bar in that hot tub. I did some things.
Watch out for that.
I had some good
though.
breathing. No, but it's mandatory that you shower first. So.
Of course.
Because there's a shower. There's 3 showers right there first before you go into the Roman hot tub. But no, we went. I'm sorry, Dad.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you asked the question. I didn't want to cut you off.
No. I was gonna ask, would you go by yourself or do you go with other people?
So the first time I went, I was invited by my homegirl, and that was when I was 31.
So you're a unicorn.
And she was. No, not necessarily. I'm very picky, so I started calling myself a complete unicorn.
Okay.
So she asked me. She was like being around the bush, but I kind of figured what she wanted, and I said yes, no problem, because I'm very open-minded. I'm very open about my sexuality, so nothing really bothers me. I've seen some shit, so nothing really bothers me. I was like, sure. She goes, no questions. Like, no, I'll go. I went as a single because it's cheaper. It's free for a female to go, but the most expensive ones are males. Males are like usually $50 to $60 to go to anything. Clubs,
unless you come by yourself.
Parties. No, couples are cheaper and single females are free. So it's males that are the most expensive.
Yeah, males always had to be.
Because you don't want a sausage fest, and that happens a lot too.
Yeah. And then you got to worry about guys who they don't know the etiquette, so they kind of go and just try to jump in. They don't know how to talk, so you got to be careful which ones you go to. So I've heard.
Exactly. Yeah, but you gotta know your host too, because there was a group I used to be a part of in Jersey. When you walk in the door, the sign on the door at the Playhouse was, "This is the women's playground. We're just a slide." So she says no. You will be eliminated, and that's how they look at it. And I was to a point where I was so part of this group that I was actually told by one of the hosts just to sign up for the party to look like eye candy, look like I was coming, because I was so, like, I don't want to say I was known, but you can't miss me with red hair and these big ass boobs. Like, who's gonna miss me?
I can't even tell. All I can see is from the neck up, so I might just have to take your word for it.
Yes, you are, because we're not gonna do that tonight.
I wasn't even asking you to. That's why I just said I'm gonna take your word for it.
No, it's totally fine. So I was basically like bait. So when I became part of a couple, that group got pissed off at me. It was like, yo, you was like our clickbait. You can't be clickbait if you're a couple. So now that when I became a couple, we become very popular in other groups. So when people want us to come over, they want us to always be at their parties because they know that how we do things, they always want us around. So we're kind of popular in like South Jersey and Central Jersey.
Okay. Now there was a question that someone else asked. Someone else asked, "What is a unicorn?" Can you answer that question?
A unicorn is a bisexual woman.
There you go.
In the black.
Hopefully that answers your question. Now, when you go to most of these parties, are they mostly black, mostly white, or are they a mixed race?
It's a good mixture. It depends on who you know. But in the group I was part of in the beginning was black, and then when I got with my, I call him the boyfriend. When I got with the boyfriend, we started going to people that he knew. So I got exposed to more different people. So we went from like a slightly more dominant white, but with some blacks. And then we started getting to know some more people, so we got more black parties. It all depends. But the last couple of parties that we are quote unquote regulars for are really good mix of both. But I'm not gonna lie, I discriminate. I don't like pink.
Okay. Now, do you feel that there was a difference between the black parties and the white parties?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm outside. My bad.
Okay.
My bad. I'm outside on my porch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
My bad.
It's all good.
I'm sorry. On my back porch. It's a beautiful night. So I want to sit on it. No. What I would say is not really. It still was. The difference was that you. 9 out of 10 with a black party, you know everybody because you see them at all the other black parties.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I was able to meet new people in other parties, whatever. And but it's no real different etiquette. No, I mean you may have that one cornball who keep trying to walk around with his dick in his hand. You're like, I need you to back up. Because I am reckless. I have a smart ass mouth, and every time, and then I'm Trinidadian, so I say what the fuck I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have more liquor in my system, the boyfriend's always telling me, chill out. No, I'm not going to. Because if I don't want you in my face and you sitting there with your dick out, I don't give a fuck. That's a misconception. The misconception is they feel like because you're at a sex party, automatically a hoe. No, bitch. I just like sex. And
Not at
to
all.
you right now, you're a face to me. So you're a face, you're a face. Now, this question is, we exchange numbers at the end of the night. When we do a swap, he comes back around. Sorry.
That's somebody's car?
It's like one them bikes, the slingshot bike.
That's probably the dude that had his dick in his hand.
So like, and then you have those who try to do couple swaps. Now, a couple swap can be very, very iffy. I don't know if anybody knows what a couple swap is.
You educating us right now. This is sex talk.
Sex talk.
So basically, a couple swap is you basically swap spouses or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever the fuck how you want to call it. I am very particular. My vagina don't get wet for anybody I don't know. If you don't talk to me a little bit and get to know me just a little bit, don't get confused by the act. Don't get confused by the TNA because it's not gonna work if you have a small. Like, give me a fake date real quick. Let me be curious about your dick. Like, give me that for that moment. So if you're just sitting there and you think it's a couple swap because your girl likes my man, nah, I'm good.
You need to talk for a minute.
Yeah, like talk a little bit. Like, you ain't gotta offer me a drink. I got my own bottle. Like, it's not like that. It's like some people feel like automatically you're gonna take one for the team. No, the fuck I'm not.
Wait, yo, Justy, are you taking notes?
Hey, I'm waiting for the OnlyFans information. Leave me alone.
I'm at Justy is really taking notes.
I'm enjoying the ride there. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying the ride there, but you know what's coming. So.
Now, has anybody else ever been? No, Drew, I'm gonna definitely get right back to you. But has anybody else ever been to a party?
To what?
Has anybody else, any of the other guests, ever been to a swingers party?
Okay, so, I mean, okay, well, I'll let the other.
Your party don't count because you sat there and watched a dude with 9 piercings in his dick. That don't count. You know what you should have done? You should have bought a bunch of magnets and threw them at his ass.
Damn, well, why you being so violent at the dude with the? It's bad enough he got 9 holes in his dick. Now you just want to throw shit at him?
I mean, to the females, is that shit attractive to y'all? A dude with 9 piercings in his dick?
Can I chime in?
We got one though. Drew, you were saying something?
Yeah, chime in.
Can I wanted to tell you about yourself real quick. Not disrespectful, I promise.
Sure.
When you said you already know what color he was with the 9 piercings, I've actually seen plenty of black men with that. Some of them have a Prince Albert, and some of them have, I forgot what the other one's called, where it's a little bit lower. It's basically for your pleasure, not for his, because he's supposed to be hitting the G-spot inside of your walls. And if he knows what he's doing, that's what he's supposed to do. Then you also have some who get like the shapes implanted in the foreskin, where like stars or hearts or something with ridges on it, and he did the same thing. I have yet to sleep with anyone like it, but I've seen it. So no, it's not just a quote unquote white thing. There are some black guys who do it because they know what it does.
No, I'm not saying that it's
equivalent.
That's why I asked. That's why I said I'm pretty sure what the answer is, but I had to ask because a white guy is more likely to do it than a black guy. I'm not saying a black guy won't do it because I know some black guys that's into some shit. Like, I recently was called the kink shamer. Because
don't yuck anybody's yum.
You said what?
Don't yuck anyone's yum.
Not at all. Not at all. But somebody posted something on Facebook. No, they went on Reddit. And this is my question. This has always been my question. Don't ask a question on social media if you don't want the answer. That's always been my thing. If you don't want an honest answer, don't post it on social media. So the guy posted, he was getting banged with a strap on by some girl. And he said, hey, what do you guys think of this? I said, I think it's gay. And he called me a kink shamer. I don't think I'm a kink shamer, but don't ask me my honest opinion of it.
True. Can I be a devil's advocate real quick?
Please do.
So I actually had a full-blown conversation at a party maybe during the winter time with a guy who actually likes that. For the reason is, it's a dominatory thing. It's a psychological thing because I work in corporate all day. I tell everybody else what the fuck to do.
Yeah, they're subs.
So this time I get to not have to have that stress on me. like I said, I understand everything. I'm just weird like that. So I understood why he wanted to be a sub and why he liked that kind of power over him, because he does that power all the time. I know it's like, I know it's crazy, but I understood it. And I had a deep 20-minute conversation with this man about it. And I was so intrigued. Like, I've seen a whole transgender with the whole surgery done. And I asked her all the details about her shit. Like, that is who I am.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything else about that till later.
Okay.
I might have to
definitely hold that till later.
I might have to outfreak some of y'all.
Well, you know what? That might help you out, because we having a contest at the end of the show. So that might actually come in handy.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have a contest at the end of the show.
Later.
Whoever has the craziest, freakiest story will get an $85 gift certificate to Adam and Eve, the sex toy company.
Oh, that's perfect. I know Adam and Eve.
I bet you do.
I am very proud of my toy collection. I am very proud of my toy collection.
Speaking of that, I have a good friend of mine. She, I think almost everyone, all of my boys, we all know her. First time I ever went to her house, I tripped over a dildo. Second, I walked in the door. I put my hand on her ironing board to get up, and I was like, man, why is this remote so round? It was another dildo on the damn ironing board. So.
Oh, no. Damn, homie. She had a hot night.
She had more porn than I had CDs, so.
And I am hoping she makes it tonight on the show, because she did.
You and me both. I haven't seen her in years.
I am patiently waiting. You know what I'm saying? I had to chime in.
Now, for the other ladies or fellas that are watching, have any of you actually been to a swingers party? Any of you other ones? Or you quiet, prefer not to answer? No, not yet. Okay, we got 2 no's. We got 1 yes. Okay. Okay, now would you be willing to go to one? Okay, we got 1 yes. Oh, there's 2 yeses.
Well, shit,
there's 3 yeses. Hang on. I'm trying to go through all the screens.
I want to go too. Shit, I never been to none but my own.
Okay, now I got 3 yeses. We're trying to take it. No, my question is, what's stopping you from going? Those of you that haven't gone yet.
Well, I mean, really, when it comes to like sex and swinger parties, I think it just depends on the person. I mean, I could really understand if a person never been to a swingers or a sex party and never want to go. But I can honestly say, when I was in my 20s, I made sure that I tried to bust the door wide open.
I mean, I had a couple swingers parties at Legend's house. He just ain't know about it till he walked in the door.
So now y'all understand where I'm coming from.
He walked in the door and was like, I heard y'all having a party at my house. Yeah, dog. My fault.
You go, bro.
These lights right here ain't new. We done had a couple of parties at his house. All right, hang on. We got a couple of comments. We got Miss L, who was on there last week. She said that she would go if she had the right opportunity and the right comfortability. Okay. What type of opportunity do you want? Do you want somebody to just ask and say, hey, we going to a party this weekend? Do you want somebody to ease you into the lifestyle? What exactly do you want?
All right. So I've had someone attempt to, quote unquote, ease me into the lifestyle. I just haven't gone yet. I had a guy I was supposed to go with, and it just never happened. Just never went. It's just, I think at the time I might have been uncomfortable in my body as well. But yeah, I just haven't gone yet. No real reason.
Okay, so is it on your bucket list?
I don't use the term bucket list. I use the term living list, But not necessarily high on it. Just, my curiosity gets the best of me sometimes. So I think that's what it is.
Sure.
Just
nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry, you said you were thinking about it?
No, I said I'm just curious about it. Dro is my people. That's my girl right there. So she's been trying to get me to go for a while. That's why I was like, shh, in the chat. But yeah, I haven't gone yet.
You know what? Go, Dro, take her, please. I think she'll like it.
Oh, I told her already. I already told her, oddly enough, lifestyle parties are the most confident booster thing you need in your life because
It really
feels
is.
like it's like you feel like you are sexy than a motherfucker. Like you get all your best shit out.
Yeah.
Like it's real talk. Like I remember, like I told you, the group I used to be a part of when I first started, they were using me and 3 other women as examples. If you don't come dressed like them when it comes to dress down at midnight, don't come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was because like I bring out the everything. Like I have to. I tell people I advertise the candy and I said pretty, and that's what I call it.
Mm.
Like what happened? I had on a mesh shirt. I came in with like a mesh shirt on and some black shorts. So it was a black mesh shirt with black shorts and red heels and a really bright pink bra. So I showed off the candy. So when I decided to dress down when the time came, I had on a sheer robe to show the rest of the hole underneath.
Okay.
That's what you do. You advertise the candy because they're gonna look, they're gonna want to talk to you. Like I said, it's my playground. You're just a slide. So that's how you gotta do it. And like you feel sexy as fuck. Like you, especially when somebody else wants what you got. If you come with a couple, and it's like they really want what you got. And I'm short, so I'm only 5'3", walking around all dainty and whatever. And I'm a big girl, so the fact that they look at me like that is like, okay, oh, so you really do like what you like. So it's a confident boost all the way.
So, Lavrita, you just got all the booths that you need to go. So whenever we do this again, hopefully you can tell us what your experience was like.
Maybe we shall see.
Maybe.
Yeah,
definitely. Cameron, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I was recently invited. I live in Canada, and so I didn't understand the whole concept. I was like a bunch of white men and then probably going to be the one black girl, and they're going to live out their fantasy. But I was recently invited, and I was like, I thought it was like one big orgy. So I was very reluctant until I met up with a friend who lives in Atlanta, and she was explaining it to me that you can actually set parameters. Like if you go with somebody, you can say like, you can suck his dick, but you can't fuck him type thing. So with the understanding of it a bit more, I became a little bit more open to thinking about it. Not here in Canada though, because it'll just be like, again, boring. A bunch of white men, and I'm not really interested.
You don't like the pink either?
No.
Okay. And besides, they'd be all polite and everything. Hello, ma'am. Is it all right if I touch you on your leg and then rub you 3 times over?
No, I doubt they'd be polite because that's when the freak comes out, right? So it'll be like, black bitch, get over here. And then I'd take it the wrong way and, it would.
Okay, we don't have any white guys on here, but we've all seen white porn. Why are they so damn mean and disrespectful? They're like, suck my dick, whore. Like, why are you so mean, dog? She doing you a favor.
Yeah.
I don't get it because I got some white friends and they really like that in real life with some of the girls that they're with. We don't have any white people on here. Have any of you ever actually dated or messed with anybody of a different race? You have. Okay, now is it like that?
No, it wasn't like that. No, not that time.
You have to think about it.
It was also when I was younger. So I think that it would be like that now because I think that older men come into themselves and they know that sex is sex. And so when they're doing the sex talk, it's in that moment. So I younger, you tend to be just a little bit more cautious of what you say. Older, you're like, okay, this is reserved for the bedroom. So you're my bitch tonight type thing. So I think it would be.
I mean, would that stuff be a deal breaker for you, for these guys to just come to you and just say, you my bitch tonight? That's it. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
You just picked up a couple of antennas.
I'm sorry?
I said nothing wrong with calling a bitch.
Okay. No,
I mean, listen, right? It's under the right circumstances, right?
I think it'd be
like if it's in the right situation and you made it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
And the right guy.
Oh, of course. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, because you got some people that do race play, which is kind of weird to me. Like, I got a good friend of mine. He's gay. He was saying that I guess in that community they worship black men. and they want to be black men slaves. So
you do know there's
again,
actually a subcategory for that.
Yeah, and I got in
There's
trouble
a
again.
subcategory in porn.
Yeah, and what he said to me is that this person said he wanted to be a slave. He said no. I told him they should have made him pick cotton, and he told me that I was wrong for that. I mean, if you want a race play, let's get it. You gonna pick cotton? I got some chains. Your new name is Toby. I get to take your wife. She gonna warm my bed up for me. But apparently that's
called
frowned
a
upon.
cockhold.
You said what?
That's a cockhold.
Wait, what is that again?
Crazy?
I've been trying to figure that out for the longest. What is that again?
When you for instance, like you ever notice in porn is like a cockhold is a black guy and a white couple.
Yep.
The husband just basically sits in the corner and the black guy's fucking your girl.
Yeah.
You just sit in the corner watching it. Or you jerking off. It all depends on how you feel. But that's all it is. That's what a cuckold is.
I've actually been in that situation.
It's usually for men who really can't satisfy their women the way they want to, so they satisfy her by giving her an extra man.
I've actually been in that situation one time. There was this white girl that I was friends with, and she was dating this guy, and she said that he wouldn't propose to her or get engaged to her unless she got fucked by 5 black men, and all 5 black men had the nut on her face. Which was weird as hell to me because I thought. You said what?
What that's called? It's called something. I can't remember.
It's a bukkake.
Almost like a. Thank you. There you go.
It's a bukkake. But me personally, I thought it was a setup because I'm like, wait a minute. All 5 of us got a nut on your face.
I'm sorry. Extreme's face is hilarious to me right now because your face expressions are telling on you right now. Extreme, because it's just like the fuck.
Which extreme? There's 2.
The one on the one with the black shirt on. Drinking his drink right now.
I'm drinking my drink.
He taking notes.
Though. His face is like, what the fuck?
It's weird because, it's weird because I actually called Legend about this. I'm like, yo, bruh, this girl called me. She said that she wants me, you, and we got to get 3 other dudes, and we got to fuck her and come on her face. And he was like, why? So her fiance will marry her. And he was just like, wait,
it's
what?
It's basically getting it all out of your system.
So what happened? Y'all didn't do the damn thing?
Well, Legend didn't feel comfortable with it, so I didn't want to put him in an uncomfortable position.
Hold up, Legend. 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 You didn't feel comfortable?
He thought it was a setup.
Yeah.
Because, I've seen Legend in some situations.
I've seen him in some situations.
Okay.
I don't know. When is he ever not uncomfortable? That's what I want to know.
I got a serious situation.
It's been times when I called Legend to an atmosphere and he seen ass right there, literally right for him, and he was okay with the situation. So I just want to know why that situation you was nervous about.
Okay, Jimmy Bones, explain it one more time. You called me up. You told me what? What did you tell me?
This girl that we knew, you should know who she is because she was on that tape that we looked at. Remember the 2 of them? I'll just leave it like that. She said that she wanted 5 dudes to fuck her and nut on her face. And your first thing was, wait, what? Why? And then I was like, because her fiance won't marry her unless 5 black guys fuck her and nut on her face. And you were like, man, that don't sound right.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But
listen, I'm not gonna go and fuck up somebody's marriage. Dude is trying to find a fucking way to get out that shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably was too much for the motherfucker. So why try to take up? Look at the shit you did. You really did that to me. It was a test. Get the fuck out. Now you fucking up my nut, and then the other 4 guys in the room. No, I'm not doing that. No.
I wouldn't even pay attention. Well, I didn't pay attention to the dude to answer Larita's question. Didn't even notice he was there.
I have a situation.
Hold on.
That's just like when I got a hall pass. I had to call Legend on that.
Right. Thank you. There you go.
I got a hall pass. And I was like, I told Legend, I was like, my spider sense is tingling, brother. It don't even sound right.
What did I say?
And Legend was like, nah, don't do it.
I said, was I right? Was I right? Fast forward. Yes. I rest my case.
Now, Dro had a situation. Go ahead, Dro. We're gonna let you talk.
So I was at a play party, and it was a bunch of dudes in one room with this girl. Okay. And it was her and her husband. They do like role playing, and she picked the boyfriend out of the group, my boyfriend. So I was like, all right. But I was in a whole other room doing something. They called me, come back. I'm like, what the fuck they want with me? He plays by himself. She wanted me to choke the fuck out of her while her husband talked to her ear, and she fucked my dude.
Should have choked her ass out. It would have been funny.
First off, I was like, this is a white bitch. I'm not going down for murder. That was my problem.
Already
so
know.
I was sitting there like, okay. And it was like, your bullshit. It was really puzzling. I said, y'all sure now? So that was wild. I literally choked the shit out that bitch, and yeah, never do it again. Never do it again.
Now, for the people that's been quiet in the room, does any of this stuff sound kind of weird or like stuff that you wouldn't do?
That shit don't surprise me at all, man. I done been through a lot of situations, you know, so this shit right here is just amusing. It's funny to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Life, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. I get it. You go to different lifestyles, hang around different types of people. You find out some weird shit, and you try some weird shit that you never would have tried before.
Now, I'm just saying, like, me, for instance, like, I had it to the point, like, and this shit may sound crazy and shit, like, there's been times I was just driving down the street, and this is on everything I love, my children and all. A woman jumped in the car, started sucking on my dick. I done been on a Greyhound bus, met some chick that was running from her pimp, and all of a sudden she tried to whip my dick out and suck my dick. Like, so a lot of shit don't amuse me, you know what I'm saying, what she's saying, because a lot of people live a wild life and shit, you know what I mean? You know, it's not shocking to me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, it is what it is. You just got stories to tell, you know what I'm saying? And that's letting people know you done lived your life, you know what I'm saying? When you get old and gray, so you got stories to tell and laugh with your people about, you feel me? Or like I say, you can tell motherfucker the good and the bad of the situation, you feel me? So, I mean, you know, it's humorous. All this shit humorous.
It's definitely been some bads. I mean, my thing is, I think you should be open to try anything at least once as long as you're comfortable. I mean, comfort is the main thing. I mean, you got to kind of establish your limits. I mean, I've had to establish mine. I mean, I almost kneed this girl in the throat one time because she stuck her hand a little bit too close to my asshole, and it was a reaction, and my knee jumped and almost went right into her throat. But luckily, I missed. But she knew to never try that shit again.
Yeah, well, did she miss?
What?
Did she miss?
Oh, hell yes. As soon as my knee jumped, she dropped her hand immediately.
Because I was both aiming for something, so I know you missed your knee, but did she miss her target?
Oh, she definitely missed. Y'all got spidey sense, bro.
See, even that story he telling right there, right? Like, I think I probably was like 16, 17 and shit. And me and my crew, you know what I'm saying, we was walking from school. And we was in Newark and shit, you know what I'm saying? And we walking. I think we was on 15th Avenue. We ran into, you know, one of the homies on the block, his oldest sister and shit. She gonna tell us, yo, come here, y'all little niggas and shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me suck on them dicks. That's what she said to us. We was like, fuck it then. Dead ass, no lie. So we was like, fuck it then, let's go. And it was about 5 of us and shit. So she lined all of us up on the motherfucking bed. You know what I'm saying? She blowing us and shit. And all of a sudden she started lifting our legs up and shit. We like, what the fuck are you know what the fuck is going on? This motherfucker chick try to eat our ass. I swear to God, she tried to eat our ass. And we beat her ass and shit. I ain't gonna lie. We kind of like threw a punch at her and shit. Like, what the fuck you doing type shit. And it was so funny because we walking down the street and shit, you know what I'm saying? After we left, like, yo, that shit felt gay as hell. We was like, yo, that shit went, we was like, yo, but that shit kind of felt kind of nice. You know what I'm talking about? But we was like, yo, that shit just felt gay as hell. So it was like, nah, man, you can't be letting none of that kind of shit happen. You feel me? Like, yo, that shit, you know, even though, like you said, you comfortable, we all know we men and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? No funny style shit. But it was like, you know what I mean? So, but we was young too, so it was like, hell no, you know what I mean? But then that just letting you know, like, women is, you know, women are big freaks, you know what I'm saying? Just like men, like I'm saying, you know, some women have no limits to what the fuck they'll do, if as long as a motherfucker let them do it, you feel what I'm saying? True. And the same goes for, you know, women, you know what I'm saying? Men doing freaky shit on women that they never had before. You know what I mean? If the shit feel good to them, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Spill a little milk on the kitty, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And they always gonna want it. You feel me? That's like a one who say, "Oh no, I never had anal sex before. That shit hurt like a motherfucker." But then you got a motherfucker that's experienced in doing anal sex with a woman, and he make her come out her pussy and her ass at the same motherfucking time. Yo, you don't want her over then. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman who never squirted before, you make her squirt. You let her know, yo, baby, you know what I'm saying? You got a G spot. Oh no, man, that's never made me squirt. You know what I'm saying? You make her squirt, it's her rap. She gonna love you long time. She ain't gonna want nobody else to fuck her because a motherfucker in her whole lifespan, it never make her motherfucking squirt but you. But then you got a problem on your hand then. You feel what I'm saying? And
shit,
yeah. Fuck up. You know what I mean? So it's just like.
Oh, hold on. We already got a rebuttal. Hold up.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
We already got a rebuttal. Somebody's already saying, not true.
Nah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, and even like I did this method on this one female. And this female, she was like 35 years old. I hit her with the I was eating the poo-poo, you know what I'm saying? So I did the hot water and the halls treatment with the warm towel up under her ass. Blew her mind.
Wow, I forgot about that move, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, in her whole 35 years, a motherfucker ain't never did that. So it was something new to her. So anytime you drop something new on a female or male, whatever, yo, you got it sold up. You feel what I'm saying? And shit like that, man. You know?
All right, so we had two rebuttals. Hang on. Let me pull them up. All right, Miss L, you done rebutted twice. Why do you disagree?
Look, it's women that run around saying they don't squirt. They not a squirter. Every woman can squirt. Every woman has a G spot, period, point blank. Motherfuckers just got to know where that motherfucker at, and you got to have a woman to her ultimate high, you know what I'm saying, her ultimate horny, state. She going to squirt. You got to wait for that motherfucking balloon in her to fill up.
Yeah, but then you have some women that are just squirters. It doesn't take much at all.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, because I had a Dominican chick at one time, and that shit was out of control. Like, I literally had him flip
that's
my
when it becomes flooding.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. It's like
no, I believe it. I do the same thing.
Like so I didn't know. See. Now that I don't mind, but I gotta know because I gotta rearrange the whole bed and shit.
So no, that's why you bring your own wee pads.
No. This chick didn't even tell me. She did.
No, I do that. I bring my own wee pads. I don't play that.
It's smart.
She just said, "Oh, I squirt." That's it. Now squirting and flooding is two different fucking things. I'm dead serious. I had a few chicks squirt many times before, but like honestly, it's just one chick that it was like flood.
Word.
Like flood. And it was like it got to the point I had to flip my whole mattress over and shit. It was out of control.
You wanna hold on, Miss L, Miss Larita, she was getting ready to chime in twice. I think we cut it, so I'm gonna give her a chance to rebut.
Nah, you're good. I was saying how he was saying how if a guy gets a female to squirt, she's pretty much gonna stop. Nah, not necessarily. Just because a guy get a female to squirt, that don't mean shit. That means nothing. It just means he got to squirt for one time. You know what I mean? There's guys who can't even simply get a female to come, let alone squirt. But he think he's doing something just because she might got wet. That don't mean nothing. It means nothing.
I'm not saying stalker. I'm not saying stalker. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, if this has never happened to a woman and you've done that to her, like I said, you got it sold up. Because when a woman first ever squirts in her life, it fucks her up from the door. It's like, yo, damn, she be trying not to. She be like, oh my gosh, she thinks she pissing on herself. But then when the shit releases, she be like, damn, that shit felt so fucking good, but I thought I peed and shit, so she was embarrassed at first. You understand what I'm saying? So, but you making her feel so comfortable and making her body so relaxed and relieved, and then that's just a tension reliever too. I'm trying to tell you, next time she just letting that shit rip. She don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck if you eating the pussy. She gonna light your face up the whole time. And it's just
not everybody can make me squirt though.
Excuse me?
Ooh.
Not everybody can make me squirt though. I'm a stubborn comer and squirter, so it doesn't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, yo. It's all on how horny and on how much on cloud nine a motherfucker got you. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
I don't know if these are challenges y'all throwing at each other or y'all trying to prove each other wrong.
No.
We're in agreement. Okay, so when I've been invited to go out with her, I straight up told her, I don't want to see you. I love you. I don't want to see you doing anything. That's the visual that I want. So me and her are cool. We talk about shit all the time. But what we're both agreeing on is that, the squirting factor, yeah, that's just, we're both just in agreement. That's just all it is. Not because we know each other.
Okay. All right.
We're
going to change.
Funny thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, El.
No, go ahead. What was you about to say?
No, go ahead, because I'm gonna change gears. So go ahead. I'll let you finish that thought.
That's okay. I'll hold off till later. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So some of us here have been to some parties. I've heard that they're amazing. I've never been to one. There's certain things that's a little taboo to talk about, even though what happens, even though they made a song about it, eating the booty like groceries. What's your view on that? The reason I ask about that one is I used to work with a guy who, first off, used to drive around with anal lube in his truck. He kept it in his glove compartment. He literally, if you pop his glove compartment, he drove around with anal lube in his truck.
If y'all tuned into some of the past few shows, we call him for a reason.
No, it wasn't Mr. Cow. It's someone else.
No. It was Boob.
Lube. That's what it was.
It was him. Now, this dude also used to give a certain female a ride home, and his payment was that she would eat his booty for a ride home. Someone that we worked with.
Oh, Lou? Oh.
Yeah.
And you know what? You got to remind me after we go off the damn air who that was. I remember the story.
Hold up,
I just don't remember who the hell it was.
I mean, he didn't get his.
Hold up.
Right, Loretta. Right.
Wait, hold up. This guy actually. This guy actually told y'all that, like, yo.
Yeah.
Damn, he a bold motherfucker then.
The dude pulled the lube out of his truck. Out of his glove compartment.
Hold on. Time out. Eating ass is one thing.
But what the fuck you got the lube for? Right? What's the lube for?
He said he gonna use it on some lady that night.
But you just said he was getting his ass eat. So what's the lube for?
Exactly.
Maybe he's trying to take another step.
Nah, bro. Nah.
The way that we found out about it, which actually you were there that night.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Oh shit.
If we harken back to our first show, that night that I passed out in front of the Red Parrot, that club in Elizabeth.
Okay, yeah.
If you remember,
you was a nice looking. You was a nice looking bum outside of the building. Yeah.
I was the best dressed bum that night. Well, I was 19 in a 25 and up club. But if you remember,
that was the night. That was the night he carried you to the car.
You said what?
Yeah.
Carried him to the car with the lube in the glove compartment. Right.
Yeah. We was like, "Where's Jimmy?" He was like, "Oh, he left with lube." We was like, "No."
Exactly. We hopped in the car. Tried to find him. We could.
Okay. All right. So
rub out of there, bro.
All right. So for
he peeled off. I stayed up that whole time. He was like, "Let me get your phone." No.
So
I pressed 9 buttons, got in the car.
Hold on. But let's tell like the story for the other people who never heard the story because get a picture of what the hell is going on.
I'll break it down for you. Okay. So we're at Legend's house. We get ready to go out to this club. We're having a couple of drinks. So we good. We feeling ourselves. All these
stories usually begin at Legend's house.
Of course. So we go. We're like, okay, money check, weed check, liquor check, condoms check. This dude is like lubricant check. And we like, wait, what?
We was like, what the fuck?
so we waited for him to start laughing. So we like, yeah, this dude crazy. So we go, we get in his truck.
You're not.
We like 6 deep in his truck.
James.
Yeah.
No, you're not saying you're missing a key part out. He didn't say lubricant. He said anal lube.
You're right.
That's how he described it.
You're right.
And we looked at each other. I think some of us dropped the condom in his damn hand. I'm like, what?
He said anal lube. I think you said, Jimmy, but on the first night, nigga, like anal on the first night.
Pretty much. So we go. It's like 6 of us. We cram into his truck. We go to the club. We partying. I'm drunk as hell by the end of the night. I think I had like 15 drinks. I wound up walking out in the front of the club. I think L is the one who kind of walks me out to the front. I wound up passing out and sliding down the wall. I'm on the floor, and I hear them saying, "Yo, where's JB? Where's JB?" And then Icon is like, "Yo, that is the best dressed bum I've ever seen in my life." It was me on the ground throwing up, and I'm like, "Yo, where that chick I was talking to?" And they're like, "Dog, you on the grounds?" And I'm like, "But where she at though?" He was like, "Yo, dude, stand up." I couldn't. I was too drunk. This dude walks up, picks me up fireman style, throws me in his truck, and it's like, "Let me get him home." So I get in the truck. He's like, "Yo, dude, let me take your phone." I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." Yo, let me take your phone. "Nah, bro, I'm good." And then all I know is I made it home. I do remember that part. I stayed awake the whole car ride because I did not trust that dude.
Why he wanted to take your phone?
Exactly.
Like I don't understand.
And what's so weird about it is that he used to always talk about all these girls he had.
Yeah,
and
that's
again,
the part that got me. He was talking about old girls that he used to mess with, and kind of find out when he said that, I was like, all right, well, what's the whole point of you having lube in your car, bro?
But the crazy thing about it is that, like I said, he said that there was this woman that he used to drop home, and her payment was she had to eat his ass. She was an ex-stripper, or maybe still current stripper. I think she might have been kind of old to be a stripper, but whatever. But yeah, that was his payment, was getting his ass eat, that's a weird ass first base. I mean, I'm wondering if she had money.
I think it was a little more to that shit for real.
Wait a minute. What?
No. I think the chick used to put on a strap on, use the lube that lube had, and got to work.
He came prepared.
There was a little more to that shit. Had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be, yo, because ain't
Wait
no
a minute.
motherfucker.
I have a quick question.
Larita, yes.
Yes.
He admitted it, and so did she.
Yes.
They both
Hold on. She admitted that. Hold on. She admitted that the payment was for her to eat his ass.
Yes.
Listen, man.
Yo, it was more to it. Ain't no way in hell motherfucker gonna eat some ass just for a fucking ride home, bro.
He drove home every day.
Wait, but
let me tell you something. Let me say something. He was giving her ass a ride and paying her to hit that booty or something. Period, point blank. Because a fucking ride, she could easily drop a motherfucker out $10, $15, $20 for a fucking ride. Instead of eating a motherfucker booty hole. No, she probably said, fuck it. Give me a ride home. Pay me such and such. I'll eat your booty hole and I'll fucking ass. Period, point blank. It's simple as that.
Not with this dude.
Yeah.
Because he was notorious for that shit.
Yeah, he was.
Notorious?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know him.
I know him. Yeah, I know who y'all talking about.
Yeah.
He was notorious for that shit.
But there's a party I don't know who we're talking about. So I have a quick question. This is for Jimmy Bone and
I can say you right now. So I can say you right now. He used to be in the gym with us.
Who, the female?
Who, she?
Lube. Okay, no,
we know who Lube is. But she.
No, I know who Lube is. Shit, I'm the one that named him that shit. No, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about the female. The female, right? Wait,
she used to work with us, yeah.
Is it? Wait. I understand that. There was plenty that worked with us. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to narrow it down. Was the one that we're talking about, is that somebody's baby mother that we know?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah? No? Okay, so it's not who I'm thinking about. Or either y'all forgot that's somebody's baby mother.
Yeah, well,
right.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I said all that to say this.
So when we cut the feed, I need to...
Now, I said all that to say this. Eating the booty Is that something that you're willing to do or have done?
Let me tell you something. Honestly, that shit sometimes come natural. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm telling you some real shit. Sometimes that shit just come natural. Like you dealing with a female and shit like that, and she just it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be eating the poo-poo, and you find yourself slipping your tongue up in her ass. Finessing the ass. Sometimes that shit's just natural. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, y'all guys ain't never seen a woman. You was like her ass was just so nice. Like damn, I eat that ass. You ain't never seen a female say, "Yo, I eat her ass."
Well,
I ain't never seen that. I would eat her ass, and I would say that out loud now.
Well, Jimmy, I ain't shit. Listen, man. Listen. If it's when it's my woman, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna let you know something. If y'all know, if it's my girlfriend, I'm eating ass, man. Fuck that. Listen. All jokes aside, listen. Anybody that I'm with, I want freaky shit all the time. Just literally, just freaky shit all the time. So I need a woman that can meet up to my standards. So hell yeah, I like if my girl don't look sexy enough for me to eat her ass, that's probably not my girl.
Now, would you let her eat yours?
Yep. Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
You and Luke been hanging out together?
No. That's something different. That's something different. I'm not into no fucking fingers and shit. But shit, if I'm getting my balls licked and everything, and all of a sudden that tongue slips down and shit, I'm like, hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Lick away. You know.
Look, and you know what? And that's him being comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't, no disrespect to anybody. You never know who on here that might be, blah blah blah. But he ain't no edible arrangement, no fruit basket, anything like that, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's a man. He don't want no man doing none of that shit. So at the end of the day, he said, yo, I'm comfortable with this female, my woman. She want to eat my ass, eat away. That's what he's saying. If she's sucking his dick and she get down there, eat away. Because he's like, he know what the fuck he going to get out of that shit. He going to get the ultimate nut. Period, point blank. Right?
Right.
There you go. Like I said, he trying to tell you, yo, let me tell you something. Like they say, a woman has, they got their G-spot. A fucking man got a fucking G-spot too. Period, point blank. It just is a place that motherfucker shouldn't be. Period, point blank.
Yep.
And the doctor got to check that motherfucker when it's time to get checked for, what the fuck you call that shit? What'd you call
prostate.
that shit? Prostate. There you go. He gonna milk you.
You know what's so weird? You know what's so weird? It kind of goes back to the conversation with the colonic last week that we was talking about. When I got it done, the lady was like, all right, you got to stick this tube in. It goes a half an inch. And she was like, you just got to put the lubricant on and just put it in. I sat in that room for like 20 minutes and I was like, miss, I can't do this. I really tried for like 20 minutes. I was like, I can't. And she was like, you want to do it for you? I'm like, miss, I can't do this. So she was like, all right, you got to turn over on your side. And I'm like, okay. So I turned over. She's like, okay, now raise your leg.
All
I'm like,
balls.
Oh, you had you had to do one leg up. You had to do one leg up, Jimmy.
And then she was like, it's only going in a half inch. I'm like, is that a lot? And one of my friends that's gay was just like, half an inch? That's nothing. And that's really what the whole conversation started last week. So Just D. So just
damn, you take your virginity. Damn.
With one leg up.
Ass, or would you ever get your ass eaten?
Damn.
But you know what's crazy? I felt real clean when I was finished.
Damn, Jimmy Bones, you was a taken again virgin, basically. Not a born again virgin. You was a taken again virgin. God
you know
damn.
what? I felt real clean,
bro. What lifetime?
What was so crazy about it though is just like I said, she gave me the lubricant and just mentally, I sat there with that thing in my hand for like 20 minutes. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. That was just like, I can't. All right, let me lay a different way. I can't do it.
Wait. Hold up. I'm lost. What the fuck are you talking about?
A colonic. A colonic. You know what a colonic is?
It's like a drink.
Nah, a colonic is. It's a way to get your system cleaned out. So they stick a tube, like a half an inch,
hell of a drink.
and they shoot
Yeah,
water in
absolutely
it.
right. It's a hell of a drink. You can't get this at the tree mob.
Yeah.
It's a cleanse. It's like a cleanse.
Oh, okay.
So I did that, and I was just like, I'm never.
Wait a minute. But hold on. You said she sticks a straw up your ass? A straw?
Like a half an inch in. It's like it looks like a straw.
No.
It looks like a straw.
What, you gonna sip the shit out your ass?
Now it's hooked up to a tube, and it shoots water.
He's like, no.
And it cut everything in your system comes back out.
Man, you got me crying, man.
No, bro. Don't try to avoid it. Where does that tube go? Where does that tube go? It's not like they're shooting it from 5 inches or what. To explain it like you explained it last week. Where does that fucking tube go?
The tube goes a half an inch in your ass.
We listening.
And then water shoots in, and that's it. And then everything in your stomach comes back out.
He said 5 inches in your ass?
I said a half an inch.
You sound like you need help to explain it.
Oh my God.
I can't explain it.
Yeah, this shit ain't sounding right, man. Fuck no.
So what it is called a hydrocolonic.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically it's not even a half an inch. It's a little bit smaller than that. It's a very thin tube that squirts out water and it fills up your stomach, and you have to hold the water in. So after the water is filled and it starts pushing in, you let go. It cleans out all of the stuff that you didn't process in your small intestines. So it basically helps you from having any kind of backup or intestinal issues. So basically, everybody should do it at least twice. Plus, have 2 rounds of that. Yes, you can get parasites. You can also get colon cancer that way too if you don't clean out your colon.
Yeah. I live in the suburbs now. I'm still getting used to this whole suburban life, so I've been doing all kinds of suburban shit. So somebody was like, "Yo, bro, you got to get a colonic," and I'm like, "Why are you so excited?" And
technically, it's secondary medicine. It's not really quote unquote suburban. They just like to colonize everything that everybody else like to do naturally, like herbs and stuff like that. That's why you think half the shit that we eat is more expensive because they found out what it's good for.
Oh yeah, it's definitely since I moved out of Irvington into the suburbs, it's a difference. It's definitely a difference. And I see all this thing. Got massage parlors everywhere, colonic spots. Like, it's crazy out here. It's definitely. But yo, Just D, have you ever eaten ass, or would you ever let somebody eat your ass?
First of all, being the man that I am, no, ain't nobody eating my ass. Second of all, if it's my girl and she just happened to ask, my first question, you take a shower. So like, you gotta say like, shoot, why even consider it? Like, you my girl and we in a relationship and everything, yeah. But nah, I ain't. Nah, if you a random chick, nah, it ain't happening. Not on my watch.
Okay. All right, Ledge. Ledge.
Okay, what was question number 1, please?
Okay, would you ever toss a salad or get your salad tossed?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Would you ever toss a salad or ever get your salad tossed?
Okay, can you hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
He about to tell you, hell no.
So, no, would I ever? Yeah, of course. But like you said, not random, not whatever. That's like a special occasion shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like nah, not for randoms. I don't care how freaky I fucking am.
Yo, it be like this, son. Yo, check it out, Ledge. It be like this.
By accident. On my birthday.
Wait, what? It was an accident? It was accidentally on purpose?
Which accident, though?
Wait, what is that?
Which birthday?
Where your video left, bro?
Which accident?
Yo, yeah. Right. Yeah. So I want to say it was my 20th or like 19th. Like, I know I wasn't like adult yet. And I had this little real short fling with somebody. And I think she didn't tell me. I'm pretty sure she was like a exotic dancer or doing something. I'm just not sure. I didn't pry because we didn't even last that long. So I meet her one night. We do our thing, and then I was like, "Damn, thanks." I'm like, "That was nice." I was like, "That's a good birthday present." And she looks at me. She's like, "It's your birthday?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so she's like, "Turn around." I'm like, "For what?" You know what I'm saying? Well, just turn around. So I'm just thinking, okay, shit, we about to get around to it, and I don't know how to do that shit with my back turned toward her. And next thing you know, it happens. So she stops, and I just look at her, and my face is sharp as shit. Like, what the fuck did you just do? Like, I don't even understand what just happened.
Legend know he was like, what kind of dressing do you want me to use?
No, you can see, like, back then, like, I really wasn't to all this. Nah, like, that shit just kind of surprised us. I said I wasn't used to those things. Like, we was talking before about the squirters, right? And when I was first meeting women that did that, I never heard of that before. So I was thinking something was wrong with them. I know I embarrassed a few females. My bad. I apologize about that. But you know what I'm saying? Shit, whatever. I'm like, yo, you all right? Like, what happened down there? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know nothing about that. I got into looking at things like that a whole lot later. Shit, you know about that. A couple of y'all know that. So.
Yo, okay. Check it. Yo, let me tell you something. Most of the time, and you know, just like you said, motherfuckers don't ask. Like, females really nowadays, they just do that shit. It's up to you to be like, yo, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Throw a jab and duck and shit like that. If you ain't with it, you feel what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, it's natural for us guys and shit. Y'all probably say, you know, you guys who never done that shit to a female, you're like, oh, fuck no. Hell no, I ain't fucking eating nobody's fucking ass. But like I said, I guarantee you, I put money on it. For the guys who never did that shit, I put money on it. It's going to be that one female, I'm trying to tell you. You're going to fuck around, find yourself down there munching away, man. You're going to be fucking French kissing her asshole. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, Dro got a comment.
So I have a question. So
any guy that's saying they wouldn't is bullshitting. So we already know that. Yeah, anybody that's saying that.
Hey, hang on, let's get to Dro's comment. Go ahead.
So two things. You said nobody asks. What I did was I tricked them. I asked. As I was on the balls, I said, "Do you trust me?" That's what I said.
That's the scariest thing someone could ever say while they that close to my balls.
Yo, son, that's like she about like, do you trust me? Like, I'm gonna stick my finger up your ass. See?
Yeah. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Trying to tell you, you saying that shit, I would have mushed you from the gate. Like, yo,
no, I said it before, but before I finished, I said I'm not going to do. No, it's not gonna be nothing to do with my fingers. He's like, all right, as long as I gave that pre out there. So when I say this, like you guys talk about how getting your ass eat is like crazy. So is that equivalent to how some of y'all dudes' nipples are sensitive more than ours, and some of y'all like your nipples touched?
Oh, yo, let me tell you something. Real talk.
That's the same equivalent.
I'm not gonna sit up and sugarcoat the shit. I like a female to suck on my motherfucking dick and bite on my motherfucking chest a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit make my dick hard as a motherfucker. So I'll tell you some real shit.
Because I didn't know why you out here with sensitive ass nipples.
You ain't never lied about that one right there, bro. Hell yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Hell yeah.
That's what guys need to understand too. Men and women body parts are fucking really the same. Are the fucking same. A motherfucking dick ain't nothing but a motherfucking pussy that motherfucking grew out. A pussy ain't nothing but a motherfucking dick that didn't grow. Period. Point blank.
No, I would say it's equivalent to a clitoris if you think about it.
Well, yeah, there you go, baby. You right.
Because if you suck on the head of the clit, it's the same thing you get when you suck on the head of a dude's dick. Or if you look underneath the hood of the clitoris, it's the same way as if you look in the head, like around the edge of the dick. It's the same thing. It's just an overgrown dick. That's all it is. Well, thank you, Miss Green Ivy.
Well, listen.
Yo, I hear you, man.
When I eat pussy, you know, I don't want to think that, you know, a dick is an overgrown pussy. You know what I'm saying? Just weird to me. But anyway.
I mean, y'all were females before y'all was dudes, so technically it is y'all are overgrown clitoris if you think about it.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes me a lesbian?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm a lesbian without the periods?
Oh. So let me tell y'all a story.
Y'all have got periods. Y'all just don't know.
Okay.
All I know is if my balls start bleeding, I'm going to a hospital immediately.
I got story to tell. This is the first time when my asshole got licked. All right. So it was this interesting lady I used to be involved with and everything. She took me to this mansion party. And she looks at me while we in the mansion party, had a couple of drinks. I'm meeting some people and stuff like that. She says, you remember that gift I had for you? Because she always said she have a gift for me that's coming. I said, yeah. She said, okay, come here. Go up these stairs. You can curve around to the left. And then 2 doors, go in that door. All right? That's where your gift is at. I said, okay. So I go. I open the door. I see two women in lingerie. I'm like, oh shit. They said, no. Come in. I'm like, okay, right? So me realizing this is the gift. So fast forward 30 minutes, 40 minutes later, the ladies already let me know, listen, they can't actually have like vaginal sex with me, but they're gonna make sure that it's gonna be, nice for me. I was like, fuck it, do what you do. So 30, 40 minutes later, I'm butt ass nigga. I'm on the bed. I'm getting massages and stuff like that. And both women is both giving me head, one on my shaft, one on my balls. It's a lovely experience at this time. I'm young, in my 20s. I'm like, oh shit, right? So I was getting close to about to, spray, the both chicks in the room. And all of a sudden, my leg is going up. I'm like, why the fuck is my leg going up? Right? So all of a sudden I had that one lick across my asshole. Right when I'm about to nut, and then all of a sudden my nut stopped. I was like, what the fuck is that? Man. Oh man. I didn't like when you have one woman on your shaft going down, then you have another woman behind you just just going crazy. You in your early 20s, your eyes rolling back in your head, you saying, what the fuck is going on? But it was a beautiful first time experience when it happened that way with 2 women. It was nice.
So you got sandwiched then, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, one girl's sucking my dick and another girl eating my ass. And that was the first time I actually got my ass eaten. It was like, yeah, so, yeah.
All right, for the ladies on here, have any of you either had your asshole eaten or would ever eat an asshole?
I have. I would not. I would not. I have not thought about it. I've had offers to have that done to me, and I've turned down quite a few because it seems like with even at my heavier weight, it was some type of a freaking fetish. And because smaller now, but I carry most of my weight in my behind and hips, it seems to be a freaking fetish.
You got big ass?
Yeah, I do. Always have.
Oh, really? How big is your ass?
Big enough. It's big enough.
Say describe.
I don't know. How do you even like measure someone's ass? Like, I can't. How?
I measure mine with a measuring tape. I know my measurements from.
So y'all do the same thing with y'all dicks then?
We use rulers, baby.
And some dudes don't admit that. I remember a dude, I asked him, he was bragging.
Yes, we do. Hell yeah, we do. Usually by request.
No, but this dude was bragging about what he could do. He wants to do this, that, and so I said, so what you working with? He was like, what you mean? So I asked him, and he said, like, at the time, I was bigger. He was like 7. I said, the thickness of my ass is bigger than the 7. What am I doing with that? What am I doing with that? You don't know how to do with my ass. No, thank you. I'm good. I'll pass. You got to pass.
Well, no one made, like, I'll probably say I'm a freak or whatever, but if I'm one-on-one talking to a female, getting to know a female and stuff like that, any female that I had sex with will tell you, I've never mentioned like what I'm going to do to you in sex. I always let that be a mystery.
As you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Don't say nothing at all. It's just straight.
They try to brag on me something, and when it comes down to it, and something happens, I'm just like, that's it. That's what you're bragging on. I'm older now to the point where I don't bite my tongue. I don't care. I'm like,
I feel you.
Oh, that's what you were bragging on for real? Like, who is trying to go?
You probably like took that and put that away somewhere.
Tells on me.
Yo, your face
My
tells
face
on
tells on me. That's why I can't. Yes, my face tells on me. Hence why my video, I don't have no video up and my face tells on me.
You sound real robotic.
Yeah, you sound like the female version of Optimus Prime right now. Oh yeah, but I had a situation. I think I was probably 24-ish, but I know I was before 25 and linked up with this older woman, and she was like, "Oh, you're young. Oh, I'm going to do this to you. You know, you better be careful. Guys always be strung out over me and stuff like that." I was like, "All right, cool." And years later, to this day, that was the most boring sex of my life. And I think it's hard I always thought it was hard for me to have boring sex. You know, even if even if I'm dealing with a woman who is not that experienced or not that upper part and just being a performer in sex, I always feel that I can make the whole show go good no matter what. But when it's to the point that no matter what I do, the shit is just boring, it's terrible. It's terrible.
So do you tell the female when they're boring? That's the question. Do you guys let the female know that her sex is boring, that it's bad, that you're a simple Sally, like y'all would have heard of?
You tell her when you're done because you don't want to fuck up your nut. So even if it's boring, you wait till you finish.
Yeah, like it got to the point with me. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, in 10 minutes, I'm going to either get soft or nut, cause So you know,
you gotta get that nut out the way because you don't want to fuck around and go home with blue balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I done fake. Yeah, I done set up there and faked it many a times. Believe me, women don't think that guys can get bored with sex, but trust me,
it can happen.
It is extremely, definitely possible. You know what I mean? So you know, how do I let her know? We just don't have sex again.
Leslie, you said you faked it? What? I've never heard of dudes that they faked it.
Huh?
What?
Leslie just said you faked it.
Oh, fake it. She said she never heard a dude say that they fake it.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up there.
I just told you.
I'm gonna tell you.
I've never heard a dude say that they faked it.
Hold on, let me say
I have.
Yeah, you know, look. Let me explain something.
Stroke before. Ain't nothing to me. I was all through mid-stroke. Be boring. I'm out. Ain't no way me sitting there dealing with the rest of this shit. I'm out.
I'm gonna be honest. Like sometimes, like if I'm really, to be honest with you, sex is what you make it. Being as a man, you gotta make that shit good. You gotta spice that shit up. But me, like I said, at the end of the day, sometimes if I'm sitting there with a female, and you know, like I said, say it's boring, start off boring or whatever, but I'm finessing the shit to make it proper. My dick go numb to the point I'm never gonna nut any motherfucking way because. So it's just like I automatically get up any motherfucking way and shit, and motherfucker be mad like, oh, you didn't nut, so they automatically know the shit was trash. You feel what I'm saying? They be like, you didn't nut, so then they feeling bad, so then they want to make it up to a brother. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me suck your dick some more. That wasn't good either. Who the fuck you say you never had no complaints? No, because I'm type of motherfucker like this. I tell a female in a minute, like, yo, especially a girl be like, oh, I can suck a good dick. I never had no complaints. I always tell them, yo, I'm different. I like my shit done a certain way. I'm not everybody. So at the end of the day, I like to teach a woman how I like my shit done. You feel me? Like real talk. So at the end of the day, you just got to be brutally honest from the beginning.
Same here, bro. Same here.
Before you put yourself in a predicament. Don't always think, because a woman look good and blah, 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 the pussy good, that don't mean shit.
Yeah, it really don't. You know, it's crazy. Women kill me with that. Like, yeah.
I just learned over the years, like, I ran into a motherfucker who has some
it really don't.
And the shit got good over time. That's because I learned her body too. Most of the time, motherfuckers ain't learned a woman's body. So at the end of the day, they're not gonna get the results they want out of the woman. The same with a man. You feel what I'm saying? Same with a female trying to get results out of a man. If you do not learn a motherfucker's body, the shit not gonna be right. So learn a motherfucker's body. Learn a female's body. If you want to make a woman come at the drop of a hat, learn her body. Especially if you're with a woman for a long time, you got to know how to make her come when you stick your dick in her. As soon as you put your dick in there, the first stroke, she should be able to nut. Period, point blank, hands down. That's all I got to say, man.
Fucking much.
Drop the mic. I mean, drop the mic.
It's pretty fucking much.
Right.
But you know, it's crazy. You hit home with something, too.
But the whole thing to be about it is that everybody be out to get their own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is what's so crazy too. When a lot of women, I hear this all the time with women that say, "I can't believe that man cheated on his woman. She's beautiful." What's that mean?
Exactly.
To be honest with you, it'll be a chick that look like a foot that'll give it to you better than them bad chicks.
Ooh, boy, who you telling?
Because you got to figure they got to work a little bit harder because they trying to keep you around for a minute. So, like,
let me tell you something. You right. It's always the women that nobody really want, that don't, look how they want them. Them be the motherfucker with the bomb ass pussy, the motherfucker that suck the meat off your motherfucking dick. I mean, goddamn. The motherfucker that will look out for you too. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I don't discriminate. Because at the end of the day, soon as she turn around, if say the face ain't all that, turn it around, the ass look good. You know
what's crazy? I got two of my mans, and one of them is nothing wrong with big women. But he'll go for big, ugly women. And his brother will go for ugly, older women. And we used to mess with him. And the dude, he brought something up to me that was real interesting. He said, all right, so you go out, you go for the pretty chick. Odds are you got to work harder to get her. Then if you get it home, the pussy might be good, it might not be good. Because she pretty, she probably thinks she ain't got to work as hard. He said, but I got this chick that's ugly as hell, might be missing a tooth, might weigh about 500, but trust and believe, I'm getting everything I want, and she's probably gonna buy me liquor and cigarettes when I leave. And I said, you know what? I can't question your logic. Like, I really can't question your logic.
Yeah, because in reverse, a lot of females do that. They did a visual ugly motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? Visually, like everybody know that this motherfucker is ugly. You know that the motherfucker is ugly. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And they got that guap. They're making that pussy pop.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep. I know this chick I work with. She's nice looking. She about 38. Her husband is like 69. And he's not even like 69, but looks like he could be younger. No, he looks 69. Damn. And I'm like, but why?
Is they married?
And
they married?
They got married. And by the way, he's also a foot shorter than her. So I was just like, what is she seeing him? And she showed me pictures. She was like, oh, this is a picture from our yacht. And this is the Ferrari he bought me. And this is his Lamborghini. And this is his house. And I said, oh, that's why you like him. And I will bet you, he eating her ass too.
Listen, if I'm 69 years old and I got a young ass wife that's 32, I'm eating ass too.
You know what, too?
I'm taking out my teeth. I'm taking out my teeth.
Yo, he probably got stock in Blue Chew right now, bro.
But you know,
he probably got stock in fucking Blue Chew right now.
I'm a black ant. Take an old school.
Let me tell y'all something. To be honest, sometimes you could just probably do that one thing. You know what I'm saying? That could just drive a woman or man crazy. Just that one thing. Like sometimes you got a woman that be like, yo, he eat pussy so motherfucking good. He don't even gotta fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm staying with this nigga because nigga eat good pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or you know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. So it's like, or sometimes the motherfucker just have a fetish, and that fetish is, take its course on the female or whatever the case may be and shit, and you got the shit sold. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, sometimes it's just about a mental thing too. Sometimes you just have a connection with a motherfucker and finesse their mind. Sometimes it ain't even got to be about sex. Sometimes you can just motherfucker melt a motherfucker just by your conversation, how you handle them. You feel what I'm saying? And all that. So, you know, like I said, you gotta put everything in that whole pot of having sex. You gotta have the emotion. You feel what I'm saying? The connection, you know, the vibe and shit, the chemistry when it comes to talking and, you know, and being able to sit face to face with each other and don't even touch each other, but touch yourselves and shit and just explode. You feel what I'm saying? True, have mindset. I'm just trying to tell you what it is, man. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all going to continue.
All right, we're going to open it up for the Q&A right about now. And then before this, we're going to have whoever got the craziest, freakiest story could tell it. And the winner, the four of us will vote. We'll give that $85 gift certificate. So,
hold on. One of the ladies said that for some reason they don't care for having their ass eaten. And listen, that's not too crazy, but because I know a couple of females, not a lot, but I know a couple of females who don't care about getting eaten out.
Yeah, I know women like that.
Oh yeah, she said, or her vagina. Yeah. Okay, well you're one of the 10%. You're one of the 10%.
You're special.
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
And you know, I dealt with a woman like that, and it was just interesting. You know, like she'll suck me off and whatever, but it was just interesting that, you know, thinking about, okay, if this becomes long term, I wouldn't eat pussy. That's interesting.
Yeah. So let's open it up for this Q&A. Anybody got any questions or comments for any one of us? Feel free. You could do the hand raise button, or you could type your questions in the chat.
Yeah, but I mean, is it?
Say something, Ledge.
Say something, Legend.
I think it might be a delay.
He might have a delay.
Yeah, I think it's a delay.
We can't hear you, bro.
You have a delay. Your connection is off, my brother.
A lot of females don't. Not weird at all.
All right, so we're going to open it up. Any questions?
Yeah,
comments?
I noticed because it's like y'all pausing forever after I say something. Like,
I don't come either.
You're getting a delay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, see, these women that eating out, y'all ain't never have a motherfucker eat your pussy good then.
Yo, Green Ivy, you had a question?
I don't come either. She said,
all right, see, that was the point I was trying to make, but
what's up with the men that can't get hard?
Oh, we know what the issues is with that.
Unless you suck on the nipples.
No, you know, sometimes at a certain age, this man go through that, and that's sometimes could be because we drink too much. That shit catches out with you. Or you probably got motherfucker that do.
That's not true at all.
Nah, it's true. It's true.
But then when you suck on the friggin', and then it be the ones that want you to suck on the nipples, and when you suck on the nipples, it tastes like some friggin' armpits or some sweaty. You know? It always be those.
That's a dirty motherfucker.
Word.
Throw him in the shower. Spray him down. I don't know. Put some black in this drink. I don't know.
But you know, I'm just saying, shit. I guess it's all about, you know what I'm saying, what you like too. You know, sometimes if a motherfucker don't get hard, like me, for instance, if I don't get hard, just say for instance, because I'm not turned on. You understand what I'm saying? That motherfucker might not be doing what I want him to do. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or see, I hate when a woman sucking my dick and don't know how to suck no dick, and I'm like, turn around. And my main thing wasn't to fuck her. And I hate when I be like, yo, turn around, yo. I hate that shit. Let me tell you something. I got a female that get me like that all the time. All the time. And I be like, yo, she'll call me like, hey, I just want to suck your dick.
I got too many stories about that right there.
She be like, I want to swallow some cum right now. This is what she say to me. If God is my witness, she's like, I want to swallow your nut. I'm like, oh, okay, come on through, whatever. So, you know, she starts sucking on the dick or whatever. My shit go numb. So I'll be like, yo, turn around. and then she swallows my nut because I'll end up, But then I'd be like, yo, you think you slick? I gotta tell you, yo, you think you slick? She be laughing. I'd be like, yo, you really need to start saying, yo, you want some dick? Period, point blank. Even though she liked to suck dick and swallow cum. I used to have a female that used to take a 2-hour bus ride over here just to suck my dick and drink my cum. I swear to God. Man, I gotta get up on that one.
All right, Larita got a question. So what's up with the Henny dick? Then the can't keep it up dick. Henny dick, this is the thing with Henny dick. When you get drunk, you're not really thinking. Your primal instincts kick in. That's what Henny dick is. That's just your instincts doing what it's going to do regularly. Now, the can't get it up dick, I've had that happen to me twice in my life, and both times it's because somebody really, really pissed me off in the middle of it. I guess because I'm still young. I'm probably the youngest one out the crew. So I really ain't got to worry about that yet, about not being able to get it up. But, yeah, as far as that, that's all I want to say.
I meant like it was the same person. Like, what if, I'm not talking about being pissed off, I'm saying, like, it's the Henny dick, and then you stop drinking, so now you can't keep it up. Like, wow, what's going on with that?
He might need some Viagra or something.
Nah, y'all got to think. No, let me tell you something. I got some shit in the car right now called Woody. I use it just to use it. I'm trying to tell y'all fellas, man, go grab y'all this shit called Woody. Yeah, well, I'm trying to tell you, man, you'll knock the lining out of some shit and have a motherfucker squirting like a motherfucker. But what I'm saying is me, I used to be an alcoholic. My uncle will tell you. That's my uncle. Legend's my youngest uncle. I used to be a fucking alcoholic. That shit catches up with you after a while. I'm 41 years old now. So it's to the point where you develop like health problems. Like you'll probably get, say for instance, you get diabetes. Your dick not going to really work no more if you get diabetes off of that shit. So you got to get your body back right in order for your dick to be right. Trust me. And you know what I did? I went into the gym. I ran for like an hour for a whole month. Got myself back together. Stopped drinking like that. Now I'm running around like King Ding-a-ling again. And like I said, I still pop my joint right there when I'm ready to go, because if it's a female that I want to fuck her mind up, yeah, I pop that motherfucker. And she say, yo, where the fuck all that motherfucking dick come from? Like, yo, what the fuck you mean where all this fucking dick come from? I told you I had a big dick, goddammit. Well, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand health. No, I'm serious. People don't understand health. We got to take care of our motherfucking self. I'm serious. That drinking shit catches up with you. That shit catches up with you. Trust me. And when that shit catches up with you and you in the middle of some sex and your fucking dick go semi-hard on you, it be hard to go semi-hard, yo, you be embarrassed like a motherfucker. So like I said, if you're a heavy drinker, make sure you exercising like a motherfucker. You drink a lot of water, eat some bread and shit before you drink. Trust me. Because you want to stop with some of that liquor and shit. You know, you want to make sure you keep your sugar levels right. You know what I'm saying? To keep your pancreas, all that shit, whatever the fuck, working right and shit, bro. Because I'm saying that shit catch up with you. I was fucked up, and I'm not going to be ashamed to admit it. I was fucked up for a minute and shit, and I was like, whoa. Right. But then I thought about, I said, damn, is it because it was a time when I used to just pop pills for the hell of it, them little sex pills just for the fucking hell of it.
Lost your audio.
Lost your audio. Your audio. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Sam.
Yo, you lost your audio, bro.
Can't hear you.
At the end of the day, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. Drinking or using them kind of drugs and shit. Sex, drugs, period. You know?
Definitely. All right, Karen got her hand up. Karen?
Karen?
She came back, huh?
Yeah. She done left and came back. All right, we get back to her.
You gotta take your mute off, Karen.
Yeah.
No, she gotta take her mute off. She'll be good.
Okay, we got you.
Oh yeah.
I have a question. So
Come on, Karen. What you gotta say? There we go. Wait. Click it one more time. Come on, click it for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We got you.
When you weren't able to okay, now I won't be personal. when a man,
say your thing, baby. We grown.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about sex.
A man is not like, say, like you're having sex with a man and he pops off real quick, and then he's not able to like get it up again strong, and you are working your magic and doing everything, and it just not happening. And you use your great communication and be like, baby, your good communication to just not make him feel like he's less than a man, but he can't get it up again. Is it like mentally, is it a mental thing for men or like?
No, it is a mental thing too. No, I'm gonna tell you why it's a physical thing.
Hold on.
If you sit up there,
hold on. It's a mental thing, but you gotta think about certain. It depends on the person, who they are, how they come in with everything. Because it's not just with men. We're visual too. So I mean, we made a catwalk mean good, but then it's like you don't know what you're thinking. So if you talking to us back, like you're gonna come back. That mental stimulation also does help.
Yeah, but so that's what I was getting at. What I was gonna say is, like, say for instance, you and your woman, y'all having sex and shit, right? And you already know what y'all gonna do. It's a regular routine and shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna hit it from the back. I'm gonna smack it up, flip it. Then I'm gonna lay her down and I'm gonna long stroke the pussy. And then I'm gonna say, for instance, she'd like to splash in the face. I'm gonna splash in the face. Y'all already know what it is. So at the end of the day, he's not gonna get back up because, damn, that's it. The woman's still ready to go because the women can go. It's like this. Introduce him to something new. If you introduce a motherfucker to something new, every time you have sex, you do something different to him and shit, after he busts, he's going to get back up. And you know why I say that? Because I found that in me. Getting bored because I already know what we're going to do. I already knew how to make my woman come. I was with 18 years with a female.
Like, I flew in from Canada, and it's not somebody that was like a regular, and we were kind of like trying to save it for each other. And then you pop off quick, and I'm trying to do all of the things to not make you feel like you're less than by like watching my tone and just doing all those things so that you're not like, I flew in, so I clearly want what I want. And then
you know what happened? He fucked up. He was too excited because you flew in. He was hyped, like, I'm about to tear this pussy up.
He had loaded gun.
We get overhyped and shit, and we come fast because we overhyped, and then we like, damn, we came so fast. So then, we all fucked up inside and shit. We trying to get our dick hard and shit because we thinking like, damn, I done fucked up. I done came too fucking fast and shit. What she thinking? So then that's when your mental shit start playing on you. Damn, I ain't do what I said I was gonna do. Especially when us guys be talking all that shit. Yeah, baby. When you come out this motherfucking, I'm gonna motherfucking push them sugar walls the fuck back. I'm gonna get them a fucking put my face so deep in that pussy and motherfucking get that vibrator and put in your ass and shit while I'm eating that pussy. So all that shit. So when y'all get there, I'm on my way, baby. I'm at the door. Ding dong. We like, oh shit. And we get right to it. Instead of us finessing ourselves into the shit, you know what I'm saying? Then have mind sex first, sucking on the toes, sip a little champagne, get a little whipped cream, throw it on the body. We rush into the sex.
But then, because look, we psych ourselves out.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
We psych ourselves out. But
there you go, brother.
It depends on exactly who you are to psych yourself out. Because ain't no way in hell, I already know I'm going to get it. Fuck it, I'm just going to let the thing flow and see what happens. But if you psych yourself out, you already done, in your head, you're nutted already.
Bro, there you go. I was just about to say you already busted now when she walked the door. So listen, what saying that is, I'm going to say this. If you sit up there and you have an evening with a woman, and say, for instance, it's an hour. You have a whole hour with a woman. You finesse her mind. You suck on her toes, lick her from head to toe, little champagne, little whipped cream, this, that, and the third. And then you say we got like 20 minutes left or 10 minutes left in that hour. And we get into the sex then and we bumping and grinding, we bust in 10 minutes. She not going to be mad because you gave her a good time with the tongue, with the finessing of the mind, the champagne, the whipped cream. she like, yo, damn, that was good. It's not going to be, oh, he bust fast, because you had a whole hour of, foreplay, great foreplay, chemistry, building with your minds, all that shit. The vibe was right. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, just niggas just need to take their time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You got to give them what they call it, the 3 Fs? Feed them, fuck them, and finesse their mind. That's what you got to do. Give them the 3 Fs.
Just to let y'all know, we got about 7 minutes left. Whatever we don't finish this week, I promise you we're going to get to next week. I definitely promise you we're going to get to this. We definitely going to get to next week. But we still got some questions left. All right. I'm backed up a little bit. Hang on. All right. Larita, what's with the sneak up on you dick? The Incredible Growers. Anybody want to answer that one?
Oh, how quiet the guys got. What happened?
Like the whole idea of sneak up on you dick is the idea that's weird to us. Like, we know our own dick, so we can't really question. We can't really answer anybody else's dick. Like, I know what my dick does. I know what my dick looks like.
That's from a female's perspective.
Yeah, that's not a question that men can answer.
Yeah, that's I don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah. DDJ has a question next, but it's one Larita a comment she made at the end of last week's episode. She said that from the floor host, she said that she could tell who was the freakiest and kinkiest one out of all of us. And you said this week you were going to answer that question. And you said we were going to be surprised by your answer. What's your answer?
Yeah, y'all have actually changed my perspective a lot. I'm not gonna lie, because I took James right out. Icon, I took him out the running. Love you, mwah, but I took you out the running. You were too loud. My guess was between Legend and the host James Brown. I'm gonna be honest, and y'all two were the quietest. So
we were the quietest.
Part of and you, James, I was like, yeah, you're two gentlemen, like. Your persona, you have that quiet freak, so that's why I figured you were the biggest one out of
those. So, is that your answer, or was that your answer last week?
That's my answer. It was a toss-up between you and Legend. It was my toss-up.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. I mean, so we got two options. We could actually open it up to the rest of the audience, or we can get to the last question.
Now, hold on. Well, I wasn't planning on doing this. So, do we need some proof to see how freaky the great one is? Do we need proof?
Hold on. I'm just going to address. I didn't even get mentioned, yo. I didn't even get said. See, that's the whole problem right there. I didn't even get
you don't count. I know you. You kind of started qualified. I know you. So.
Like, I know you, nigga. I know you, nigga. Let me stop playing around. But,
all right. I mean, we could open it up to the females that's in the room. We could ask them the same question. Because I already kind of got my guess for who I think the freakiest female is, and it's actually a tie. So we could open it up for the ladies in the room. Damn, they got quiet as hell.
Open it up to what? What are you asking?
The same question. Who is the biggest, freakiest one? Who's the freakiest one out of the four hosts? And for the fellas, we can pick who we think is out of the people that's commented, that's viewing.
I have a question.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
That's Destiny.
Okay, Destiny, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you something, because I want to guess by your answers. All the guys, if I can get your answers to this next question.
Okay.
What's your fantasy? Something that you haven't done with a woman. Your ultimate fantasy. I mean, even if you have done it, I need to know that from all you men. And I swear I'm a guess. Regardless if it's with a woman or man, I don't care because I don't judge. So, no, it's not. Come on now. Come on, guys. I need that answer. Y'all can make it short or y'all can make it long. I don't know how much time y'all got. But
okay. Yeah, we got about 2 minutes, Justy.
Okay.
Oh, well, I got to go first.
Because you're the first one on my camera, so.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to pull this card right here. Gentleman never tells. So I can't say, I can't.
That bullshit.
Bill got disqualified.
No, honestly,
that's okay.
no, all right. I've done a plethora of things.
So tell me in private.
Hold up, what's your OnlyFans?
Oh shit.
All right, I'll be quick. To be honest with you, this is one thing I haven't done yet, and I still plan to go. I don't know if y'all ever heard of hedonism.
I have. That's in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely. It's a fantasy of mine to go there.
Have you been to Gunnison yet?
You said what?
Have you been to Gunnison yet?
No. I haven't been to Gunnison. Like, I'm a nudist anyway, so for me, being naked is not really a big deal. But it's definitely a fantasy of mine to go to hedonism and try stuff I never did before. Like, I'm with all of that stuff. Like I haven't done the whips and chains. I'm willing to try the whips and chains. You know, I love the whip thing. You said what?
I have.
See, I haven't tried to see the thing. See, I think for me, my fantasy is different because I want to deal with a female that can actually teach me something. I think that's a difference. I want to go in there and I want to learn something that I never learned before. What'd you say?
So don't laugh at me. I'm a sub to certain men, but I'm always dominant over women.
Okay. Yep.
I think. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I'm a dom because I don't know, just mentally, I can't have somebody like beating my ass. You know, just mentally, the whole idea of being degraded, I can't do that. Mentally, like I got a dominant personality. Like I've always.
It doesn't have to really be degraded.
Well, I mean, like the whipped and the chained up. Like chained up's okay, but I have a dominant personality. I always have. That's kind of why some of the people that saw me on the show, they were like, "We thought you were so quiet and innocent," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." The difference is that you just don't know what I do because I don't talk about it. It comes out of nowhere, and with me, I ride the wave. So I might have an idea for what I'm gonna do, but I ride the wave. I see where that wave is gonna go, and then that's kind of when I decide what I'm gonna do. So that's why it's kind of hard to get a bead on me, especially with how far I'm gonna take stuff. But yeah, Icon, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, just to make it quick, because I know we like technically out of time. For my fantasies, I literally completed my fantasies probably years ago. I don't even know what to tell you, honestly. From having threesomes and me with 3 females, I done ex-porn stars, I fucked in public areas.
That's fun.
I was fucking since the 90s, and why and there's a reason why I say that, because everybody, like, Sam Xtreme, he'll tell you fucking in the 90s was kind of different, because I would be in New York in Times Square at a booth with one of my homegirls, fucking her inside of a booth type situation. So it's like
they still exist.
Hell yeah.
No, I don't think they were not in New York.
Yo, well, what I'm saying, where I'm at right now, the motherfucker still exists, man. You know what I mean? Like, I did my thing.
No. Yes, there is. There's one in Staten Island.
Well, there's a what?
About Times Square. Like,
there's one in Staten Island, actually, out of Bridge.
No, I'm
well, there's a what? I couldn't hear what y'all said.
I don't think. No, wait. Yes, there is. It's not in Times.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about.
I think there is one in Times Square. I've seen it. It's right by. I know what store it is that has. They don't really advertise that they have quote unquote booths. It just says live videos, and they have the booths in the back.
Yeah, what they have now ain't shit. We talking about before they cleaned up Times Square. Y'all remember that, fellas? Y'all around this age that, when you used to walk down Times Square and it'd be competing with like Las Vegas in terms of how much they selling sex.
Yeah, I remember motherfuckers that had bitches in the windows. They used to have them in the windows.
That one block that had nothing but chicks and niggas outside in the windows and telling you to come on in, this, that, and the other.
Right.
Shit, I remember. Shit, my ass was only like 16. I'm going inside of the booths. I put like $1 in, and a real shit opens up. And it's a real bitch.
You drop them quarters and shit like that.
It's a real woman doing some shit.
Oh yeah, you walk up in there and you drop that quarter.
So as of right now, my fantasy, like honestly, I wanted in my early like 20s and stuff like that. I want to do all the shit that I can do for when I get to this age now. You know, it's easy for me to settle down and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Legend would tell you he's seen some situations that were just crazy. I mean, I've been in situations where I had 5 women damn near staying with me for like 3 months at a time, and I'm having sex with every one of them day in and day out. Sometimes it's all of them, sometimes it's 2 of them, sometimes it's So when it comes to sex and fantasies, I'm just grateful.
So you have nothing else to look for. You have no more sex goals. It's it. It's done for you. Cause you're fairly young.
Well, thank you. I'm not in my 20s or 30s, but thank you so much. But no. As far as like a bucket list, I mean, it might be something corny of, I think the only thing I probably didn't do was fuck on a roof. I fucked on a balcony, but just on a straight rooftop. That's it.
It's the most experience you have to experience. You have to experience.
Focus on a slender roof.
Fuck on the roof and fuck
you have to do it.
And fuck on a Caribbean beach. That's it. That's the only 2 things that
Go to
I haven't
hedonism.
done.
Yo, let's take a trip to hedonism.
Yes.
Bro.
Let's take that trip.
That's the wind.
Let's book a trip to Hedo. Wait, Cameron, I saw you get a thumbs up. You down for it too? Okay, yeah, we should book a trip. You down?
I'm Jamaican, so I'm down for it.
You said you what?
I'm Jamaican, so I'm down for it.
Okay, yeah, because I know a lot of people that go. I got a good buddy of mine, one of my line brothers. He owns some property in DR. He was like, come to DR. But everybody's like, yo, it ain't nothing like going to Hedo. Ledge.
I'm a tease though, so I'm not gonna walk around naked because I like skimpy clothes. So
you're gonna be on the prude side.
I don't care. I'm a tease. I don't want it all out there. I want you to be like imagining it all. So
you're gonna be on the prude side.
Be out and
I don't mind being naked. Naked's my everything in life. When my babe's on the phone, she'll tell you. She wake up with dick and balls in her face every day.
Damn. All right, Legend. Go ahead, Legend. You're the last one.
He ain't got shit to say. Look at him.
You got to think about it. You want to come back to you? I'll tell you what. You actually get the advantage. We'll answer your question next week. How's that sound?
That's a hell of a statement to come after. You know that, right? Right. So, okay. Okay. So, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Oh. Hold up. Damn, dog.
Yeah, he's losing it.
Yeah. Your signal is.
Your signal's bad. So we're gonna let Legend do it next week.
Yeah. Okay. So are you able to hear me?
You freezing. Yeah. We might have to wait till next week for your answer because you freezing out. So we actually gonna give you a week to answer your question.
Wow.
Your signal's freezing too much.
That's not fair.
It's freezing. I mean, look, it takes him a couple seconds to respond.
Hold on, give him 30 seconds. Let him see if he could get it right. Move around, Legend, or something, man. Damn, he's stuck now. Shit.
Yeah, he's stuck now.
Yeah, he's stuck. All right, so Destiny, does that answer your question?
I'm gonna be honest. Your answers were not what I was expecting. I thought they were going to be a little bit more adventurous. I thought that y'all were going to really give me something. But it's okay. I guess I can pretty much figure out from there. I didn't get Legend, so I guess I have to figure out from.
Hold up. Legend, you moving around?
Wait, he's not posting? Hold up, give him 30 seconds.
Legend said he's not saying anything. He took the fifth.
We don't hear you. I don't hear you. I don't hear nothing. Legend, don't hear you.
You don't hear anything right now.
Now I hear you. Now we can.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, you're looking like an R&B singer.
Last number drill.
Okay, so all right, I'm not freezing anymore or anything, right?
You're good. You're good.
You're good.
Okay, then for like probably the only time on this show, I've been like talking a lot and nobody's heard nothing I've said. Okay, so this is my whole thing. So it basically going to piggyback off of Icon. You know what I'm saying? It can piggyback off of Xtreme too, cause hey, you know what I'm saying? When we were young, we were running into shit with that grown people shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about threesomes, you talking about porn stars, you talking about orgies, all that shit. You know what I mean? I'm kind of disappointed nowadays because it seemed like once we got older, all that shit just flew out the damn window. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all are saying, like, I can't believe that, you know, like I said when I said I fake it, or like guys can't get hard. That's because, you know, back in the day, females we came across, like they were champs. They were going in there trying to fucking get the shit accomplished. And it's like now you really don't see that. Like they're just laying there, or they think, you know, I guess they're used to dealing with cats that sit up there and fucking, you know, they're finishing like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but you still got us exhibitionists out here. We like to go to fuck in. So with my whole, I guess, thing I'm left to do, something I've been asking to do for years. I always wanted to get me, female, and a damn dyke, right? And I always wanted to have basically
beautiful thing. I had 3 of them
right.
Time. I had 3 in the bed.
And I wanted,
and they weren't even lesbians. Lesbians that day.
Well, I'm confused.
Right.
I'm confused.
Hold up. It's a 2-night part. It's a 3-part, 3-stage thing, right? So the first thing is me and the lesbian, we're going to have basically a lick-off contest. I've always wanted to compare my skills, you know what I'm saying, with a female who claims that they can eat and do whatever just as much as a man. Because I think that's bullshit. And I'm not sitting there saying like every chick that I sit up there and I done put my tongue to is like, you know, oh, this, that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I be confident in my fucking skills or whatever the case is. So, and I've had that experience sometimes with some females that only dealing with females. So my number one is I just want to see how I can mount up, or I can stack up, you know what I'm saying, to a fucking a female who's supposed to be able to do better than I do, right? So me and I hope I'm not, when I say dyke, I hope I'm not being like, you know, assaulting or no shit like that. I don't even know what the fuck you call it these days, but yeah, I always wanted us to
wait, you know a dyke is the one that come in with a pair of Timbo boots and a fucking jersey hat cocked to the side. You sure that's what you want?
Right. Dildo too.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
No, you're not right. You're not understanding, right? So I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything with her. I want to see if you get a female right there in the middle, right? That's bisexual. If you got one all male and you got one all female who thinks she's a male, I want to see which one fucking wins in that type of bang out contest. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I love to compete. And I don't mean compete as far as being jealous, shit like that. When it comes to those type of games, that's the shit I'm into. You know, I'm an exhibitionist, you know what I mean? I like to make shit fun. That's why I say I'll fake it for me and a female doing whatever, and I don't like it, that's fine, because I want everybody to have a good time at the end. We ain't got to do nothing afterwards, but you know what I'm saying? I'm an entertainer, so I got to make sure the show
just make sure that it ain't none of your girlfriends, because they get jealous and shit.
No, not all the time.
Hell no, that's why I never had it with the girl that I did have, but she was a girlfriend. And you know what I'm saying? The thing was, she would get mad because we wasn't dealing with no things. We was dealing with like some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they get jealous.
Do things with the
if you fucking other chick better,
right,
you're in trouble, bro.
It's like, all right, you doing your thing with us, so what the fuck do you mean? That defeats the purpose. You feel me?
You're in trouble.
So that's number one. Right. So after we're done, then it's a 24-hour rule, right? So this is my thing too. I've always wanted to see how many times I can go and a female can go in 24 hours. I did this shit years ago. Years, like in my first apartment. I wanted to see how many, because I was single, you know what I mean? I'm just making sure y'all understand. So I always wanted to see how many times I can go. You know what I'm saying? How many nuts I can bust. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how many nuts I can make her bust. So that would be part 2. So kind of like a weekend getaway, you might as well say. Hey, it sounds extra shit, but that's just me. I'm the Wizard of Weird, so I don't really give a fuck.
Well,
I was in that type of contest, you know, where I had a pussy right in front of me and I was going against a female, seeing who could eat the pussy better. Yeah, I done that before my 20s.
Pretty well, cool. You know, we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to hold that thought because it's 10:13, and we ran out of time this week. So, how many of y'all be willing to come back next week?
I'm in the building, son.
You in the building?
I'm in the building.
Well, y'all willing to come back? Do a hand raise, send in the chat so I can know how many of y'all are willing to come back, because we do still have to have the contest to see who's gonna get the $85 gift certificate from Adam and Eve. It comes with an $85 gift certificate, 6 DVDs, and mystery gift.
Who the hell still watches DVDs, bro?
Hey, it came with the package.
About to say, yo.
It came with the package. I didn't ask for it, but definitely, please come back next week. It's 10:14 now. You know, we try to end this thing on time. Icon went tomorrow.
Yeah. Definitely be posted on the YouTube channel.
So it'll definitely posted on the Xtreme Truth YouTube channel. It'll also be on the Xtreme Truth Facebook page. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And it'll be on the Xtreme Truth Instagram page. Mm-hmm. So please come back, bring some friends.
Xtreme Truth Podcast.
We're going to finish up these questions. So if we didn't get to you this week, I promise you we're going to get to you. Just give you time to write them down, think some more. You know, next week's going to be a lot of fun. And besides, I got a question for whoever asked us about our fantasies, because I still want to know yours since you said the ours weren't so good. So I want to know yours next week too.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely, please come back next week. I'll see y'all later. See y'all all next week. Thanks for coming out tonight for DJ Just D, James the Icon Grant, Legendary Simmons, and me. Thank y'all and have a good night.
X.